Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome everyone here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, and I am your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. We are live on KCAA Radio Network, and we are covering over 5 million households here in the greater Los Angeles. Be sure to tune in every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. here on KCAA, and you get to watch our live shows. Now, today I have an amazing guest, and I am so excited because he is incredibly talented and very good in helping entrepreneurs to make their presentation fabulous. So let me introduce you to Lion Fluid. Lion, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I'm excited. So yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So Lion, I really don't know much about you. So can you just give us some information where you're from and how it all started for you with the business that you're doing right now?
Yes, thank you for the quick way of answering that. First, yes, I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I live like 10 minutes from the beach. So my life, I enjoy going there, working on my tan a little bit, and that helps me out. And I love to tell people whenever I do a presentation or something, I'm going to flood them with a bunch of information so it's pronounced flood, like a tidal wave, right? And I started in this in a simple way. I went to school for arts and graphics, so I know how to create all of that. And there was a certain point during the pandemic where every one of my friends, associates was asking me to create something for them in a virtual space, because that's where everyone went virtual. And my wife, the smart, beautiful woman she is, she said, there are so many people asking you to do this for them. You should start charging them. And I was like, that's why I married you, because you're so smart and beautiful.
She can see it, right? She can see it.
Yeah, so it just kind of fell in my lap. And then I was like, oh yeah, that is right. Because everyone was going virtual and they just, I guess, they wanted to add a little something different. And so I started creating things for them at that point.
Okay. Now, what is your background aside from, I know you said that you're in the graphic designing and things like that. So, but what else did you do aside from that?
So I spent half of my adulthood life, if you will, then in the United States military. And I retired from the service. Yes,
Thank you so much for your service. It's oh my God, what an honor! I didn't even know that. That is so awesome.
Yeah,
so, how many years were in the military?
So I was 16 years, and I got injured, and so I got medically retired. And first I was in the Air Force, and then I went into the Marine Corps. So I was out there in San Diego at Camp Pendleton, is where I did all my training and service out there. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. That's something I did not know about you. So thank you for sharing that. And again, thank you so much for your service. So so 16 years in the military, and so being an Air Force, right? So how many years as an Air Force?
I did 4 in the Air Force, and then the last 12 in the Marine Corps.
Okay, so what did you learn from all of that years? I mean, what is the best thing about it for you?
Man, it's so much, but if I had to boil it down to something, because our second oldest son, my wife and I, he's about to go into the Navy, so that's really exciting for us.
Oh, that is so cool.
I would have to say the most thing I learned is discipline, right? It's focus when you're going for a goal. It doesn't matter how it's accomplished as long as the goal gets done. Teamwork, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best thing I learned, I think.
So teamwork. Wow.
Yeah.
And it looks like that, you're using it because from the last time I attended your session, you know how to work with people. And that's what I was thinking to myself when I was listening to you. that you
Yeah.
have this way of such a great communication with patients because and it
Mm.
looks like you're able to really get everybody to interact because you know how to communicate well with the people. So that is such an incredible skill that you have. So okay,
Yeah.
so you're doing this so you got into this business, the graphic designing, and then you're now educating people um about presentations, or well, how do you call this business if you can talk about it more?
Virtual branding is what I kind of just boil it down to, right? You're branding your company, your services, whatever you're doing, but you're doing it in a virtual space.
Okay. And so how long have you been running this company?
Oh, we incorporated and kind of went official, if you will, for about 2 years now.
Okay.
And it's been a journey and learning because learning business is a whole new level, right? I know how to create and make logos and make all that design, but business aspect of it is a whole totally different avenue. So for about 2 years, and then my wife, she's an entrepreneur as well. She runs her own actual online coffee store. She loves coffee and creating things. So
Oh,
that's another
wow.
thing.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Okay. And so what are the challenges that you're dealing with right now in starting this business?
I would number one say it is learning how to market effectively to the target audience who wants it. Right. When I first started, I was like, I'm assuming most people are, everyone is going to want my product. I'm talking to everyone. And then I had to learn from when I would go to coaches, no, you need to niche down and niche down. So I think that is probably one of the toughest thing to learn right now is niching down to a specific target market.
Okay. And so when you're trying to focus to your target market, so do you have it all narrowed down that you have a lot of clients that you're dealing with, or what?
So I've got it narrowed down. I think I can go ahead and do it a little bit more, but I but for right now, um, it's still in a circle, and I'm trying to get that circle down smaller and smaller. But yes, I do have a fair amount of clients because I think people are starting to realize now the importance of needing a virtual space that differentiates themselves from their competitors.
Okay.
Right? That's one of the most positive things I think that a lot of the clients are starting to see for themselves.
Okay. Well, can you share a story of one of your clients where you have taken them through your academy and what was the result for that client?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of my favorite stories that I love sharing, and I let's see, I love to say she's a seasoned lady, so
Hmm.
because we never asked the age and whatnot, but she hates technology. She did not want to deal with technology, and so I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I just handle that for you? And so that's why we kind of started doing that remote production. She was wanting to do a summit to promote her book. Her name is Kyle. And she didn't, she was too nervous. I'm going to press the wrong button, but I want this to be something that's memorable. That's the one thing that we wanted to focus on.
Yes.
Because if you're in an event where there's other people that may be doing something similar or just different, most people don't remember. It's like when someone hands you a business card, it
Hmm.
usually just goes inside the drawer, right? They put it in the drawer and then they may search for it later. So we wanted her presentation to be so memorable that people would end up writing her a week, a month later. And when the summit was finished, she wrote me afterwards and she said, I can't believe there's so many people are still writing me, asking me about my book, joining her course because she was teaching people how to write books at that point. So that was probably one of my favorite stories because it almost took her from, I don't want to say so much nervousness that she did not want to get on camera, but
Okay.
now she's at the point where she is like, oh, who's next? I'm about to go live. Let me do my own summit. Let me do my own presentation. So I that's one of the things I love the most.
Okay. Well, did you know that I also publish a book?
No, did not. Look at that.
Yeah, I definitely would be interested in that because I do have a book. And yeah, I think that's gonna be an incredible what do you call it, program that I can sign up for if that's how,
Mm.
what the result is for that lady. I mean, that would be incredible.
Yeah, it is such a thing that sometimes we take for granted because we see it so often. And what I try to do is paint a picture in someone's mind to think of if they're watching TV, if they're watching a movie, a trailer of a movie, that trailer gets you excited to want to go see that movie, right? So when you're doing a virtual presentation, no matter if it's a recorded video, a live, a summit, a keynote, that's your trailer to invite people to come watch your movie, to come join your program, to come purchase your products. And if it's not tantalizing, right? If it doesn't make your mouth water when you see a commercial for food, then they're going to the next restaurant.
Okay, wow. Well, I am really excited about this, and I'm sure the people that are listening right now can't wait to talk to you about this. But I want to learn more from you. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break. And for everyone out there, do not go away. We will be right back here on the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we'll see you right back.
My name is Jim McLaughlin, and I am a transformational executive coach and management consultant. And perhaps most important to you, I have been organizing TEDx conferences since 2012 and just completed our 12th event last year. And I've coached and trained over probably 100 speakers during that time. And I've learned what works, what doesn't work, both in coaching and in speaking, in having that stage time, being on a TEDx stage, have that platform to change the world for yourself, but also for the people that you were meant to serve. I'm doing a workshop sharing all of my ideas and what you need to know and how being a TEDx speaker can be powerful for you at Fire Up Live 2024 on October 18th at 1 p.m. I look forward to seeing you there so that you can make the difference that you were made to make.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
You know, for the past 53 years, I have been immeasurably blessed to make my full-time living as both an actor and a speaker, either on stage somewhere or standing in front of a camera. I wanted to take a moment today to tell you how excited I am to be coming to San Diego, California this fall to teach you how to become a professional speaker. I will be teaming up with the multi-talented Marie Waite, and together we will help you design the most compelling, passionate, and energized version of you have ever known. This will equip you with a newfound sense of confidence and the exuberance that it takes to get out there on stage and change lives. The dates are October the 17th through the 20th. I look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, here on KCAA Radio Network. And we're going to continue our conversation with Lion Fluid, who is an expert when it comes to virtual branding. So, Lion, from understanding what it is, how did you learn all of this? Because I know there's just so much to learn when it comes to technology. And what do you think people need to know about it, why they need to work with you, or why do they need to attend your academy?
Oh, goodness, you hit the nail on the head when you said there's so much out there with the technology. It gets to a point where it literally can become so overwhelming. And so the one thing I started to do when I dove into the technology world is I said, I'm only going to focus on one thing, learn that so well that I can do it in my sleep. And
Mhm.
then I'll go to maybe add on some learning, right? I'll learn one or two things different. I didn't want to learn so many things at once because there is absolutely so much. But that also helped me to why people should work with me because I understand how it feels to be overwhelmed with technology. So in my academy, in my training, I simplify it. I break it down to that old saying when someone says, explain it so that a fifth grader can understand it, right?
Yeah.
So I want to let people know that technology is not anything to be feared if you simplify it and break it down. You don't need all that fancy mumbo jumbo
Yeah.
stuff that you see on my screen right away. You will advance to that stuff, but you just simply need to learn how to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and follow the letters of the alphabet. So that's why I really love and people love working with me is because I simplify it in a format that they understand.
How
And we
long
had
did it
someone
take?
in the
Well, how
meeting
long did it
yesterday say
take?
that.
How long did it take for you to learn all of this?
Oh, now for me, okay, let me break it down because I'm always continually still learning. So
Okay.
I went to Full Sail University, which is an arts and graduate degree school in Orlando, Florida. First, I went for film because I wanted to learn how to do films, work in the movies, do graphics for movies, and all of the big Hollywood stuff. So that's where I first went to. So it took me years to learn all of that. The separation when I went into the virtual space, it took me about a year to learn, but that's also because I had prior knowledge from college, right? Now, what I do is I tell people who I work with, I can show them how to do it in a 4 week period. I can show them enough in a 4 week period that they feel comfortable to go onto any virtual meeting, any presentation, and like, I got this. I can do, I'm gonna nail this today. And then we can continue learning some of the advanced stuff. But about 4 weeks is what I usually tell people they can learn this in.
Wow, that is so incredible. I mean, you save people a lot of headache because it's so difficult to work with technology. Now, question for you. What if someone
Sure.
does not really want to touch anything with technology, but they still need your help? Do you offer your services in some way?
I absolutely do. And one of the great ways that I came about that is because I'm a life learner. I kept doing this and teaching people. Right? And then I got to, I found out that I was losing people who were like, that's great, but I don't want to learn all this. I don't have time for this. I just want to be able to do it. And I was like, oh, maybe I should listen to my customers. Let me figure out a way to do it for them. So that's when I came up with the remote production area of it. So now I tell clients and customers, hey, all you got to do is focus on your content. My team, we're going to handle all of the sounds. We're going to handle everything from the visuals, all of that. We're going to work with you for the lighting. So now all you got to do is stand up, share your information, and just wait for people to come to you. So that's where we started the remote production part
Mhm.
of it.
Okay, wow, that is incredible. I would be interested in that for sure. I mean, you had so much that I didn't don't know yet because I know I attended your workshop, but it's like,
Yeah.
that's just it was a lot of information. And then now you're
Yeah.
giving more information that I really am interested.
Oh my goodness, you don't even understand. And I want to share an example. And I know most people are going to be watching this or hearing this on the radio, but if there's a point where they can see the visual, then I think that will also kind of burn it into their minds a little bit. But one of the I was in a network meeting the other
Mhm.
day, and there was a gentleman inside the network meeting, and he was sharing what his business does, and he was telling us about he's a food photographer for like professional companies and brands and
Okay.
everything. And as he was saying it, my mind was like, oh my goodness, I want to see, I'm hungry now, right? I want to see the food. And so when my turn came, I spoke to him and I said, what if in that same meeting, instead
Mhm.
of just saying what you were doing, you could visually show it? And he was like, well, I don't understand. So I got his website, and within probably 30 seconds, I said, look at this. What if you could now show your food and the examples of what you're doing visually like this as you are referencing it and telling people? And it was like a light bulb moment, right? He was like, oh my goodness, now I can see what you're referencing and talking about because now we can bring this up on the screen as you're showing your work. Oh my goodness. This is a perfect example of what I'm speaking of. In this meeting, I am still able to do this, whereas other people aren't. And it would be a technology snafu if they tried to do this themselves.
Okay. Well, can I ask you to just
Sure.
quickly glance on my website,
Absolutely.
which is mariewait.com. And
Okay.
a lot of the people are listening on the radio. So I just want them to see how you would be looking at someone's website and figure it out in like however you're figuring it out.
Yeah. Like, look at there. You just gave it to me and ta-da, there it is. So now I have the ability
And for
to
some
bring
reason,
that
my
up.
slides wasn't showing in the beginning. So that was really interesting that you didn't see
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So
Look at
everyone,
this.
so Lion is currently looking at my website right now, and we're putting him on the spot for everyone. So go ahead. I mean, I didn't know why. I don't know why the pictures were not showing in the beginning of the slide, but that is really interesting.
Sure.
Meet
What if I
Marie
want to do
Antoinette
something
Wade.
like this? And I'm
What-
gonna mute
Okay.
it so it doesn't come through. But now I can play the video. Maybe you wanted to reference to someone and say, hey, look at my video really quick. It's full screen, even to go and bring it up like this, for example, and make it bigger so everyone can just see it in a meeting such as this. Right? This is the ability that I'm teaching people how to do, because the number one thing that this is doing at the moment that I feel is it's creating an emotion for the viewers. As right
Mhm.
now you're watching it, I can see the smile on your face, right? Because you get to see this live and in person like this. So when you bring this up in a presentation, your audience does the same thing. They go, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. It's different. It's not the same Zoom fatigue that I usually get to see.
Okay, wow. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to look at that. But again, I am excited to have to attend your academy and to really learn a lot from you. And for everyone that's out there, I mean, you have to really check Lion Fluids business, because I know that it's going to enhance your business. And not only that, it's going to make you look amazing. Am I right, Lion?
Absolutely. My number one thing is if you look amazing, then I look amazing. So why wouldn't I want you to look amazing? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, can you share one testimonial from your client in regards to how you work with them?
Absolutely. And it goes almost to the point of what you said earlier when we were in our workshop about the ease of use, the ease of work. And also, what I want to do is I want to also kind of highlight the fact of, like, you just brought this up, and I didn't know this was going to be asked about the highlight. But by doing that in this quick moment, I can bring up a clip of someone. Listen to this.
Help
Here we
you.
go.
There you go.
And so incredibly patient. And in 20, 30 minutes, he helped me come up with a step by step, hit this button, do that button, and you're good. And God, you don't see that with technology very much anymore.
And so that was a short clip of Grace Mo talking about kind of what you said about
Wow.
the patience, right? My teaching style. And within a short period of time, I am not a fluff person. I'm from the Marine Corps. I want to get A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. I don't need to tell you all the ingredients all of the time. I just want
Uh-huh.
to teach you effectively, because your time is valuable. Right? I don't want to spend 2 hours teaching you when it only takes 30 minutes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is so incredible. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go take our next commercial break. And everyone out there, this is a Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we are with Lion Fluid as our guest. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to take the first step in building a lasting legacy? Join us on October 18th from 2 to 3 p.m. for a powerful workshop where you'll learn how to set up your business, protect your assets, and create the first part of your legacy. Our proven strategies will guide you on your journey to control everything while owning nothing. This is your opportunity to secure your future and leave a lasting impact. Tickets are limited, so act now. Reserve your spot and start your legacy plan today. Check out fireuplive.com.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Look, you got banks collapsing all around us. Your money is vanishing. You're probably reading the same things in the newspapers I'm reading. You got people trying to tell you what to do, but nobody's looking out for you, really. No one's really protecting you. So you need to protect yourself. You need to look out for yourself. But the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to panic. This is your money. This is your assets. Let's talk about what you should be thinking about doing with that maybe other people aren't doing because they don't know. The point of this, really, to me, is to help you understand diversification of your portfolio and then looking at other opportunities. So let's get going here. Take back control of your assets. Take back control of your life.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And we are here on KCAA Radio Network. Make sure that you tune in to our show every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. And if you have missed this show, you can always go to Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app, and you can subscribe to Building Solid Foundations channel. And we are also in all of your favorite streaming channels like iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify. There's so many streaming channels that we are connected with KCAA. So make sure that you tune in and please share it to your connections. All right, we're going to get back to Lion. We've got so much information from him. But one thing, Lion, I wanted to ask you is, since this is an incredible program that you have put together for the business industry, where do you see yourself with the company, and what do you have in the future for us?
Yeah, it's all about growing for me. I never want to be stagnant. So one of my visions for the company is to almost have it in sort of a telemarketer type of style, where I'm going to have 15, 20 other employees that do what I do currently, so we can reach more people, right? Because I've got so many clients inundating me with offers and so forth. I'm like, I need to show other people how to do what I do so that we can now create a circuit, right? Because maybe there's a client out there who wants 4 presentations in a row. Maybe they're doing 4 keynote speeches or something. And I've got maybe someone booked on a day that they want to do already. And now they got to try to look for someone else who does what I do, which there really isn't. But that's one of my visions. I want to grow and have a syndicate of people doing what I do.
Okay, so you have to train these people, right? And
Correct.
and then at the same time, are they limited to US or is it outside the United States?
Ooh, no, they can go anywhere there's a internet connection, right? That I always like to say, there's an internet connection and we can do this remotely for them. I've done this for people in the United States, and I've done it abroad as well. And people in the UK is who I usually work with in London. So yes, I've done it across seas and everything. So that way it also helps out with the time zone, right? Because when it's day here, it's night there, and maybe
Yes.
vice versa. So we're able to work with anyone from anywhere. If there was an internet connection on the moon, we'd be doing it.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I can see it, Lion, in terms of how big this can be. And I
Yeah.
love your vision. I think, you will be able to provide jobs, for people that are, couldn't get out or just stay at home. And
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity for so many people that just need some extra income or to be able to at least stay at home and work there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you are such a blessing, Lion. I mean, your
I
name is
try.
Lion. You are a lion in this industry. So anyway, okay. So learning that from you, and now that you are in whatever state of your business right now, what are the things that you are implementing at this time to where your clients are also benefiting from it already?
Yeah. One of the easiest things that I do with them is I don't want to think of it as holding their hands, right? But if they're going to, let's say, for example, one of the things that we do is we bring people in, teach them how to curate their own live 2 or 3 day event. If they're going to be maybe launching a product or a book launch or anything like that. So I'm going to be in the background, almost like plan B, right? So it's your event, you're doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but I love to ensure that your success is highlighted, because when someone asks you, hey, how'd you learn it? Or is this great? You're going to tell them BCA Academy, Lion did this. So I'm just in the background holding on to your hand in essence, in case something else happens. I've got your slides on my computer, just in case maybe yours freezes up. Now I can bring your slides up and we can continue. So that was my thing that I wanted to ensure, that you're not just going to come to me and learn from me and then walk away and be like, that's it. No, I'm a Marine. We're going to make sure the mission gets done.
Yes.
We're together.
I love that. I love that you said that, because I'm all about getting things done. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in the industry since 2005, and I hustle and I make sure things get done. So I am so glad that you said that. Now, I mean, you are full of talent. I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't say this to a lot of people, but from what you have shared, I can see so many possibilities of how you can help people and how you're making their business successful too at the same time. So, have you ever thought about coming out to San Diego and maybe have you as my, my one of my presenters or speakers? What do you think?
If it's near the water, I think I can handle that, right? Because I
Well,
love
the
the
thing
ocean.
is, I am filming my TV talk show, my first TV talk show that I'm submitting to NBC for approval on October
Okay.
17th. I would love for you to come down and be a part of that. I would love to interview you, and so people can understand what you do. I think definitely it's such a gift. It is a blessing for all of us to be able to tap into the projects that you provide.
Man, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm definitely open to find out more about that and seeing how we can work that out.
Yeah. So, for everyone out there, this is really awesome. So I think you guys need to check out the Fire Up Live. If he is coming out as one of my guests on October 17th, think about it. He will be there, and make sure that you get your tickets. This is such a blessing. Now, you mentioned that you were in the film industry.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you know, I have this project that I've been working on for over, God, I don't know how many years now. And, I connected to Glenn Morshower, who is my keynote speaker for the Fire Up Live on October 17th. So he is coming in on the 19th to show up, and he's a movie actor. I don't know if you know him. He's done over 50 films, and
Wow.
he's a great speaker, and he is going to be in town in San Diego too, Lion.
Wow.
So I really wanted to see if we can, collaborate on so many things. That's how I work. Like, if you get to
Yeah.
know me, my mind is very creative, and I like to use people's talent and really create all kinds of amazing programs for people. It's just the way I work. So,
Yeah.
and can you relate to what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's how my brain goes all the time. Here's one thing, another thing, and I'm just like, I got to do it. I don't like sitting on my hands and just waiting for my ship to come to me. I'm going to jump in the water and swim to my ship, and then I'll sail it back to the shore. Right.
Okay, well, I definitely have a boat to go with, because I have so many things that I love to do, and I am so excited to have people like you as part of, my connections, and really working together, because, to be honest with you, having a connection is one thing, but having a way to collaborate is another thing. Am I
Mhm.
right?
Yes, Absolutely. Yes.
So, and I mean, I know that you and I connected from this meeting, which is I'm blanking out. What was the meeting to? It was
Was
with
it the speakers connection? I think
yeah,
it
the
was?
speakers connection, and these are all the speakers. And then here you go, you show up and start really amazing presentation that blew my mind away. And
Yeah.
I don't get impressed easily, but you did impress me so much that I gotta get connected to this guy right away. That's how
Thank
you made me feel about that whole meeting. So I am so glad that I have you here today, and I'm able to share your information to our audience and to everyone out there. I tell you, I give you the best people in every industry. That's why we call this a fabulous lifestyle radio show, because it is about creating a beautiful lifestyle, a fabulous lifestyle that you can count on and that you can have your freedom and enjoy life, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point why we're all here. Am I right?
Yeah.
What do you think about
Absolutely.
that, Lion?
It's so true. One of my things that I always talk to my son about, I tell him, is memories over money, right? I want to create memories so when you're 30 years old, you can tell your kids, this is where we used to go vacation or where we used to go take trips at, right? And we have to live while we are alive. Enjoy life while we're here. It's not just meant for 9 to 5, 60 hours, 80 hours a week and not do anything. Gotta take our time and enjoy that food, bite into it and savor the taste. So yeah,
Yes.
I love that.
And you're going to make other people's dream possible because of your talent. And that's why I'm so excited about it, because I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, of doing something, but they're having trouble with the technology. And here you are. It's the answer. It's an angel from heaven. So, so people, check him out. Lion Fluid is going to be one of your best angels in your business. So make sure that you connect with him or connect with me also. I'm going to make sure that you are connected with Lion, because I am all about, working with him. So amazing. He is so outstanding of a person. He was in the military. He was in the film industry, graphic designing, and now he's teaching everyone to enhance your presentation. So don't go away. We will be right back, and we're going to have one more segment with Lion, and we'll see you next segment.
AI can be confusing, overwhelming, and a little intimidating, and we decided to do something about it.
That's right. We've been building sales teams and processes for more than 20 years without AI, and here it comes like a freight train, threatening people's jobs and careers, and wondering if entire industries are going to go under, and honestly, most people just aren't ready.
But you can be.
The way that you can be is through education, and I'm not talking about going and getting an advanced tech degree or becoming an engineer or anything like that. Even if you're not tech savvy, you can still leverage AI in your business as long as you understand one simple truth. AI is just a tool. As long as you're using AI as a tool and you know how to use tools, then you're going to be more successful and exponentially more productive.
You can increase your sales, reduce your costs, and you can also free up your time for higher level activities.
So what we're going to do with this session in Fire Up Live is we're going to show you quick and easy way that you can create really killer content for your business in less than 5 minutes. We're also going to show you a super simple tool that you can install in minutes into your business that can potentially 4x your front-end sales without any extra leads, without any extra ad spend, and without chasing down old leads that don't even want to do business with you anyway.
So we're looking forward to meeting you at Fire Up Live in San Diego.
The worst thing a homeowner can do is be without a good set of tools. Don't find yourself caught without the right tools. The Real Men of Real Estate's Ultimate Utility Bag ensures you're equipped for any DIY task. With high-quality essentials like a hammer, measuring tape, multi-tool, and Exactac picture hanging tool housed in a sturdy bag, you'll be ready for anything. It's not a good feeling when you have to stop right in the middle of a project because you didn't have that tool that you should have had in the first place. Introducing the Real Men of Real Estate's Ultimate Utility Bag from Caliber 8. This ultimate, all-around-the-house tool bag includes essentials like A non-slip grip 16-ounce claw hammer with a nail starter, which is perfect for keeping your fingers safe from getting smashed. A durable 16-foot measuring tape, which is a must in any toolkit. A compact toolkit, small enough to fit in your glove compartment or your kitchen drawer. With a utility knife, 2 Phillips and flathead precision screwdrivers, a mini socket set, a box of wood and machine screws, needle nose pliers, wire cutters, and a driver set with flathead Phillips and Torx style bits, and the Exactac picture hanging tool, which makes picture hanging easy with no measuring required or stray holes to deal with. With everything you need conveniently packed in one sturdy bag, you'll be ready for any DIY task. Call area code 619-453-4664 or visit realmenofrealestate.com.
I'm a branding strategist. I teach how to build your name, your brand, and your legacy. Part of what I do is to see that you guys have amazing talent. You know, you are very valuable, but how do you present that to people?
She's put together a lot of events that have helped people, train people, help people to discover ideas and talents they never knew they had and actually get those out where people can see them and appreciate them.
Get rid of your doubts and limitation. You really need to work on those because that is part of why it's hard for us to be successful. It's your mindset. You think about branding, talk about public relations. You want to use all those companies that will be associated to your name. It's the process of being so uncomfortable, challenging yourself, and that's how you get to the point where you're going to be an expert.
Build your legacy. Fire up, fire up, fire up live.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. This is your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are on KCAA Radio Network, affiliated with NBC News, NBC Sports, and CNBC. And now it's our final segment with Lion. And gosh, you know, it's the excitement I have right now is incredible because of all the things that we could do with working with Lion. So, Lion, this is the time that we have enough time for you to talk to the audience. So I'm going to give you the table and feel free to share whatever you want to share with them. Give them the insights and wisdoms that you have. All right? Take it away.
Yes. Oh, man, I love it because this is a moment where I'm all about connection. I'm all about vibes. If I feel positive in the energy, I want to be a part of the project. Right. And so I want to share this to everyone who's listening, anyone who may watch this. This is your moment, right? You can continue to wait for something to come to you, or you can say enough is enough. I'm going to go get it. Now you need to formulate a plan to go get it, but it starts right now. You need to, as one of my coaches said, you need to do something different. DSD, she calls it. You need to say to yourself, I've been doing the same thing for so long and I've got the same results. I need to try. Stop letting fear hop into your mind and say, well, what if? I always say, well, what if it does work? You're thinking, what if it doesn't? Think, what if it does? And from that context, when she started saying that, I thought to myself, well, I need to make my own brand. And so I have on my hat, which you aren't able to see, but I have it on the side. It says, think outside the box. So it's a little insignia with a box and it has the word think on it. Say, think outside the box. Think about something different. If you've done it the same way, just tweak something. Say, well, maybe I'll go to the left this time instead of going to the right. So I want you all to just apply yourself. And I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you with any kind of speeches, any presentations, anything that you like. And these 4 tips are golden. The very first thing I want you to do is take 5 minutes and I want you to record yourself on the camera about any subject that you love. Do not write anything down. Do not use any paper. Just talk about it for 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, what I want you to do is plug in some earphones, right? And put them in your ears. And I want you to listen to yourself back. Don't watch it. Take the phone and flip it upside down. That's going to give you your audio pace. So you're going to be able to hear how other people hear you speak. You're going to see all of the word fillers. You're going to hear the ums. You're going to hear if you're too fast, too slow, too loud, too soft spoken. The next thing you're going to do is watch the video back on mute. You're not going to listen to it. Now you get to see your facial structures. If you're slouching, if you're sitting up, if your face smiles when you would say words that emote emotions. And then the last thing you're going to do is get a printout transcript of it, and you're going to highlight all of the word fillers. You don't know how many times you say like, what if, or any of the words that you don't need. 4 tips to help you out with any speaking engagement that you're working to learn to do. Those are some of my tips to tell people. Just do something different. Think outside the box. Get it done. And as I tell every one of my clients, just press live. Just do it. Just press record. Don't think about it.
Wow, yes. Oh my. I love it. I love it. Now, let's give them an opportunity to connect to your academy. How do they do that, Lion?
Yes. You can go to my website, LION, F as in Frank, LUDD as in Delta, .net, NET. All my information is there. You can email me, get in touch with me. All of the academy information is there. And if you have any questions, if you're looking for a demo first before you hop in, hey, please do so. I love to just hop on a coffee connection call with you to show you how this can apply for your work or your presentation or whatever you're thinking about doing.
Okay. And make sure that you mentioned to Lion that you heard him from the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I want to also know that you came from this show. All right. Yes. Okay. We have a few more minutes here, and I wanted to just, make an announcement that our Fire Up Live event is on October 17th to the 20th. And this is going to be held at the DoubleTree Hotel in San Diego Mission Valley. If you want to attend my TV talk show or the red ribbon cutting, or if you want to even listen to Glenn Morshower, who is our keynote speaker, reach out to me. Text me at 619-453-4664, and I can get you a free ticket. Okay, but it's going to be first come, first serve. So whoever shows up, I'm going to have to honor the timing of receiving the information. So make sure that you call me or text me, I'm sure, at the 619-453-4664. And I'm hoping that Lion is going to be there. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. We are here every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. on KCAA. And we are also available on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. Just subscribe to Building Solid Foundations and check us out in all of your social media and other favorite streaming channels. Okay, so we're going to see you next Sunday, and I'm hoping that you are going to let your friends know that we are here next Sunday. So, and tune in, and I hope that I can bring you another amazing expert, just like Lion, right? Okay, thank you, Lion. Any words, anything else?
No, just enjoy life, live while you're alive, mahal kita, and enjoy everything.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have a great Fabulous Lifestyle. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Express 106.5 FM, the #1 FM talk radio station in the Inland Empire. KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. Express 106.5 FM.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? Well, what would you do if you have a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's way too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times, addiction treatment is fully covered. So why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed to take time off by law, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there